Well, the GOAT is done for good. I guess he's done for good, but he said it. Listen.
Good morning, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream. I wouldn't change a thing. Love you all.
Got emotional. Wow. Tom Brady retiring again after a historic career in the NFL. He made the announcement in the social media post from Miami Beach this morning. Brady and his supermodel ex-wife Gisele Bündchen split last year. Reports were she was upset he chose football over family after that first retirement announcement. Now apparently this time he's done. Joining me now, NFL Hall of Famer and good friend of mine, Brett Favre. Brett, had called you up this morning and said, man, can you get to a TV, can you get to a Zoom call to weigh in on Brady's retirement this time? You know, I guess you can say he's the best ever, but is he done, you think?
I'm smiling first and foremost because, first of all, my gut would say yes. But my gut told me that I was done 2 years in a row, and I came back. I mean, it's hard. And you would think the more success and the longevity that he's had, it would be an easier decision. I tend to think it becomes even harder. So, you know, I'm going to say a reluctant, yes, he is retiring.
So let's take a look back, 2005, 60 Minutes interview, and they asked him this question: what's your biggest fear? What is your biggest fear in the world? Take a listen to how he answered that.
Anything that really scares you, anything that intimidates you?
The end of my playing career. Big time. Because I guess I've done this for so long, and I know what I feel like in the off season. That I'm always trying to figure out ways to have a day that's filled with things I like to do.
Yeah, and Brett, he goes on to say that, you know, the lack of having 80,000 people, you know, pulling for you, screaming for you, that there's a lot of adrenaline there. It really feels good. I mean, I know he's got a TV gig coming up with Fox, but I don't know, Brett. And once you really lay the cleats down for good, you lay them down for good and you walk away, then it's done. But I don't know, the guy can still play, still can throw the ball.
Yeah, he still can play physically. You know, I mean, I think he's 45, but just because he's 45 doesn't mean that he plays like he's 45. So he still has it physically. You know, and I understand what he's talking about in that interview. And I think we all can relate in some regards to, you know, maybe a little league game, maybe a high school basketball game that, you know, at that time was huge from your standards. And man, the excitement, the crowds cheering for you, the lights, the band, all those things. And then it's over. And that transition into the next phase of your life, especially when he's done it for so long and has done it at such a high level, you know, the switch is going to be on and off just like that. And I don't think that you can replace that high that you have on Sundays or Monday nights or Super Bowls. I don't think you can replace it with anything. But you can transition. And in his case, he's going to move into the booth. I think he'll do a great job. But again, the thrill that he got from winning and playing on Sundays will certainly not, no offense to a TV personality as yourself, but the thrill is just not going to be the same.
Listen, I played pro baseball, and I know it's different. It's still rewarding. It's not the loud fan. It's still a rewarding thing. Before we let you go, Gisele said that she left him over football. I never believed that. I never believed that for a second. Now he's not playing football anymore. It was like, oh, they're going to get back together. This was never about football, was it? But what do you think?
I sort of agree with you. I don't think it was about football. I mean, I think everything they did, for the most part, it seemed like they did it collectively, and it was around football. So I tend to agree with you.
So the riding horseback in South America with her jiu-jitsu trainer with his shirt off maybe wasn't an indication that she's going to head back to go hang out with Tom. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Final thought, my good friend Brett Favre.
Well, I think we're going to lose. I shouldn't say lose, but we're watching a legend walk away, and more than a legend. I think a standalone player in a sport that is filled with some great names. But Tom has set the bar high, and I don't know if we'll see it in our lifetime anyone even come close to what he has done. What a brilliant career! What a competitor! What a player! What an ambassador for the league.
Yeah, unbelievable. And by the way, folks, if you were going to do the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks, again, I've said it a long time: Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, and the man you're looking at right there. No one has the record that he has of consecutive starts without sitting out. That is one Iron Man you're talking to right there, you're watching right now. Brett Favre, good talking to you, my friend. We'll get you back again soon. Maybe we can talk to you next week before the bowl if we can find some time.
Love to, Eric. Good. Thanks for having me.
All right, good to see you. Brett Favre, thanks.